Great to be joined by Jesper Wallstedt, Iowa Wild goaltender from last season and the current goaltender for Team Sweden in the World Hockey Championships over in Finland. Jesper, always great to chat with you. Always a pleasure. Thanks for cutting some time for us. I know you guys are busy. How's it been going over there across the pond from us here in North America so far? Obviously, you haven't let up a goal yet, so I think I know your answer.
Yeah, no, it's been good. Got some days back home in Sweden with my family, and then connected to the team. Went down to Czech for a couple of days, and then we travel over here to Finland to our neighboring country. So it's been a good time, and definitely enjoying it so far.
I remember talking to you at the beginning of this past season here in Iowa, and you were having to learn to speak to your teammates in English and not in Swedish. Now, reverting back to Swedish, has that been easy? Has that been difficult? What's that been like now, going back to your native tongue after having to work so hard to not speak Swedish in the moment on the ice when you're talking to your defenseman teammates of the Iowa Wild?
Yeah, definitely the new natural now is speaking everything in English. So I would guess that they're a little bit weirded out by it, but that's what is happening right now, and uh, I don't know. I kind of just switch in between. I feel sometimes I start my sentences too when I'm talking to people in English too, and just kind of remind myself. So it's all about the process again, all over again. But it's the other way around now. So, but it's fun. Definitely, as I said before, I've had a fantastic year over in Iowa. I've enjoyed it so much. I've developed as a human and as a hockey player, and good to get back to Sweden and now Finland for a little bit, and just kind of enjoy the moment here.
What's it been like being back? I know you're someone that loves Scandinavia. You love Sweden. I know you've probably got to spend some time with Lucas Raymond, one of your teammates, and I know a guy you've represented Sweden with on teams past. Have you really enjoyed getting back and getting to speak that native tongue again? And maybe what's the first thing you ate when you got back across to Scandinavia as well?
Yeah, no, it was great. I just like got off the plane, and my friends were back home here, and I showed up with them and had some fun. We played some golf and just try to reconnect with everyone, even though we've been talking with everyone the whole season, but just kind of seeing their face again, and just meeting up was great. And then just getting kind of used to every Swedish thing again is so much fun too. Like seeing all the restaurants, and you're like, oh yeah, this is here, and you can just get everything you grow up with and are used to usually. But yeah, no, just enjoy the time I've had home, and now enjoying to be on Team Sweden. It's always a great honor. So it's been very good so far.
Wearing the Tre Kron, is it Tre Kroner? Am I saying that correctly? The Three Crowns?
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. Wearing the Three Crowns, everyone talks about representing your country. You've done it on a number of occasions. World Junior Championships. You earned a medal the last time you represented your country at the World Juniors. Now doing it as a pro at the World Hockey Championships. Do you think this is the biggest international stage you've played at?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's always a pleasure and always an honor. I tend to always say yes as soon as the national team calls. I think it's kind of obvious why you go there, and uh, I've always had a great time and great experience, and meeting so many good peoples around when I go and play for my country. So it's very enjoyable, and uh, yeah, I'm just very surprised firstly that I got the text and got the call to come here, and now it's just like so surreal because this is what you watch when you're a young kid. I remember growing up, and this time every year you sit there and watch all the NHL players come back, and you watch them play the World Championship, and now I'm here playing with these guys. So it's very surreal, and definitely a very big moment in my career so far.
I saw your mask the other day, not only on TV, but saw it making its way through social media as well. I know you and Dave Art, the Swedish mask designer, have a long history together, and you created another beautiful mask. Walk us through that mask, because it's what's so cool about it. You've got the Wild connection, but you've also obviously got the Swedish connection. I thought it was just a dandy helmet.
Yeah, no, I've worked with Dave for a while now, and he's always great. He's so easy to work with. His mind is just exploding by with ideas, and you kind of just put in a little bit what you're thinking, and then you just get a whole text back with all his ideas, and you're like, okay, I can pick and choose a little bit, and then he send you a little sketch there, and you can watch it over. But I always just try to let him do his thing. He's so talented, and he came up with the idea of doing a little mix here, and just a teaser now. This is the mask that we're gonna paint in wild covers for the next season too. So it's gonna be the same, and it's gonna be kind of the same motif and the same theme, but we're just gonna switch over to wild colors. So he nailed that idea, and then we just kept building onto it, and yeah, it turned out really, really good.
I can't wait to see the green and red one because the blue and yellow one's pretty great. Jesper, what have you noticed about going back to the international level, back to the wider ice? You had it's similar. I asked you about making the adjustment to speaking English. You had to make the adjustment to the shallower, sharper angles of a North American rink. Now you're back to the wide ice again. Has it been easier to go back than it was to go from the wide sheet to the little sheet? Has that been difficult at all for you?
Yeah, it was definitely weird in the beginning. So I started skating in down in Gothenburg when I got back, when I connected with the team, and there they have the very big ice, the Swedish sized ice. So it looked like there was so much space out there. And then we got down to Czech, and they had the hybrid size, I think, so the middle size. So that was like you were just jumping in between sheets, different sizes, and I just it was just so weirded out by just okay, we don't play on the same sheet, and we're just switching on. But it was fun, and now we're here in Finland. They also have the hybrid style, so the middle size. So it doesn't feel like it's such a big difference, but you can definitely feel it. And I think that helped the transition too. That we're not going to the Swedish sized ice, the very big ice. That we're going to the hybrid style, and it's a different, but it's not as big as I thought actually. So yeah. I feel like I just got used to it again pretty fast.
At this level, there are NHL players on your roster. There are NHL players on almost every roster. Can you tell when you've got an NHLer coming down on you and he snaps one off? Can you really tell the difference in what that shot looks like compared to maybe, not that there aren't guys that can really fire the puck at the American League level, but I've always been told there is a difference between an NHL shot and an AHL shot.
Yeah, you can feel it. I've only played against Austria now with Marco's team, and yeah, they have a couple of good guys there, but you can definitely feel in our own practice. We have a lot of NHL players or very highly skilled players around in Europe as well. Yeah, they're definitely very solid, but I don't know if it's specifically the shot. It's more like the thinking and how they are and what they're doing out there. They're just so smart. So uh, they have so much routine, and they just know what they need to do. And just being around them too is just so surreal seeing them. And I got the chance to go up as a Black Ace and seeing Minnesota Wild's NHL team, and I would definitely say it's kind of the same feeling here being with this team. It's that highly level of competitiveness and just such a skilled players all over the place.
You brought up Marco, and that was one of your two shutouts so far in the tournament. You are a perfect 2 for 2. I don't think I can jinx you because we're not in the game right now. So I think I can say shutout. I wouldn't say it if you had one going in your third game. I promise I won't if I watch. But talk about the Austria game. Did you have any big saves on Marco that left you laughing, or did you get a chance to have a little fun with him during the game, or was it basically all focus all the time?
No, we were definitely chatting a little bit before in the hotel, and we've been meeting each other a little bit all over the town here. But I think he got like 3 shots on goal. There was probably not any really good situation, really good scoring chance, but got a couple of saves on it, and we were trash talking a little bit back and forth, of course, and just having fun with it. But yeah, after the game, we texted each other and just told each other good game, and it was back to friends that quick. So definitely have to be a little bit of an enemy when we're out there playing against each other, but then we just go straight back to friendship as well. So it was great seeing him uh, on this side of the pond, and being back in Europe, and a little bit weirded out by seeing him in the red jersey there, the Australia jersey. But I would guess he feels the same.
Have you had a chance to digest, to think about your first year here in North America? So much success, a single season rookie wins record for the Iowa Wild. You were one of the top rookie goaltenders in the American Hockey League. I know these are things, and you're a golfer, so you know how to put the great behind you, and you are always looking ahead to what's next. But have you had a chance to sit and think about the year that you had and the success that you had and what you were most happy about?
I don't think so, really. Yeah, I've tried, like I analyzed a couple small things, but I felt like everything has just been coming so fast now after the season. It ended with Iowa, and then it was pack up your apartment, get up to Minnesota, and then it ended with Minnesota. Okay, pack everything up, head back to Sweden. Got to Sweden, and there's like, okay, you're connecting to the national team. Okay, pack it up again, get on the road, and I've just been traveling all over the place. I feel like so. I don't think I've made that thought really yet, but we're definitely going there, and I guess after this tournament, I'm gonna get home and probably talk a little bit with the people around me, my group, and just kind of analyze the situation and analyze the season and kind of see where we're going from here.
This answer may be similar to this previous answer you just gave. You may have not had time to think about it yet, but year 2, coming back to North America, you're going to be that much hungrier to potentially get an NHL call up next year. But I know you're a patient guy. What are the goals that maybe you've thought about, if you've thought about them, for year 2 coming over to North America, whether it's here in Iowa or if you get a chance with Minnesota?
I think I don't know if I put up any goals, but I definitely know more what to expect now. I know what it's like coming into rookie camp and then coming into training camp, and um, I know what the preseason games are like, and I just feel like I'm more prepared for this year. I don't feel like I'm gonna have kind of that stress feeling because you're so unsure of what is gonna be happening, and uh, you're just in such a weird spot because you've never been there and you don't know what to expect, and so on. So I feel like just having that, uh, I'm a very comfortable human being as well. So not being safe and being stressed out kind of uh, sometimes scares me. So when I'm in a new situation, I kind of just get a little scared about it too. And now knowing everything is going to be like, I know what to expect. I know how to prepare. I feel like at least the start and the beginning of next year is going to be a lot more smoother, and we can work from there. But of course, very excited to get back for year 2. I put a lot of expectations on myself, and I'm hopefully going to be ready to answer those, and then just gonna have a fun year wherever it is. I'm just so excited to start it up again.
In the meantime, this summer, what are you hoping you can get your golf score down to? Is there a number you're looking to get to for the summer? If Jesper Wallstedt says, if I can get to this number, if I can shoot this, I'll have had a good summer on the golf course.
I think my goal is definitely to get down to single digits handicap. I've just got down to 11.6 now, so my goal is to get down below 10. So if I can just do that and maybe just get a couple over par for a round, that would be really good. I don't think I'm good enough to break par, so maybe a little bit over. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of golf coming up. It's golf season together with off season and workout. But yeah, just playing golf with my friends. I got in a couple of rounds before I got here to Finland, and just so much fun again to be out there on the course.
Final question for you, Jesper. You're a guy that is so comfortable, and the one thing that we've loved so much about you, not only the way you stop pucks, but the way you're so available for the media, like you're doing right now, for myself, for Alec Lesnar. Now, I'm starting to get a bit concerned, though, because when we were up in Minnesota and we gave you the microphone, all the videos of these interviews you did with Sammy Walker, Marco Rossi, Damon Hunt, they went viral. I've been shooting videos all year, Jesper, and none of mine went even close to viral. And yet you might be coming for my job now. Are you coming for my job? Is that the next thing next year? Is you're going to start handling all the interviews too? So I'm slowly getting pushed out.
Depends how much time we have on the side. No, but I just enjoy it. I think it's so much fun. I love to have a lot of fun around the ice and just joke around with the guys, and so I love wearing a mic on or asking people questions or being behind the camera or whatever it is. I just think it's so much fun, and I enjoy it. So I'm happy the fans enjoyed it as well. And I hope you guys can give me some more opportunities for next year.
Oh, let me tell you, we have some schemes and some designs. That's part of our off season is how can we
Okay.
maximize Jesper with the microphone in his hand. So trust me, there will be more of that next season for you to look forward to and for our fans to look forward to as well.
Yeah, that sounds absolutely perfect.
Jesper, thanks so much for doing this, pal. It's great to see your face. It's great to hear from you. And I'm hoping that by the end of this tournament, your GAA stays a 0 because that's what it currently is through 2 games. Thanks for doing this, buddy, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.